What's up, my friends? And for those of you watching out there, welcome to the stream. It's going to be a run of Rage Racer. Pardon my voice is a bit out of whack, and also I'm rubbing my eye like crazy. It just sucks that when you have something go down the wrong pipe, it hurts. Anyway, we're going to be going into doing a RTA run of Rage Racer. So we'll see how this goes. I'm expecting this to go to about 2 hours. We got 6 classes of stuff to do, so let's get to it. Also, bear in mind there are going to be a bunch of resolution changes, so please be wary. No one knows how the race began or how its drivers became known as Rage Racers. They live dangerously close to the edge, pushing both their cars and themselves to the limit. They feed on the burning fire of competition, are fueled by the rush of speed, and share an overwhelming desire for victory. For these elite few, the whole world is their speedway. But there can be only one ultimate Rage Racer. And when you think about it, this is quite a bit of a change of pace from Revolution, which was passed a while ago. So, yeah, right now it's we are looking at. Hold on a minute. Let me go ahead and change up something really quick. Lower my size, lower the blunt. So yeah, we'll see how everything goes here. We'll first take some time and do a bit of customization. We'll be picking up at least 2 to 3 cars on this run. Possibly more, but at least it'll be 3 at least. Well, 3 at least for the first half, and then with the oval runs, it'll be a little bit different. We'll go ahead and do A, G, K, dash, end. Okay, cool. That's that. Paint color scheme for this guy. The Grenade Esperanza, which again, drastic body change from 3 to 6. Actually, it's a heck of a jump. But anyhow, that's our car for the run, for the first part of the run here. So I will start the timer just momentarily. We will start from when we hit race start here to as soon as we cross the line at the oval. So, and of course we move up the ladder for the timer here as soon as the last credit has entered our account. So with that in mind, we'll go ahead and give the mark. 3, 2, 1, engage.
Racers, start your engines and let's get it on.
Now the first trick I will try and employ is the rocket start. And I failed royally. That's fine. The tactic behind the rocket start here is meant to be holding down the gas and the brakes simultaneously. This only works in manual transmission, by the way. Man, I'm just all over the place for the start of this run. So, back to rocket starting. Yeah, as soon as it hits go, you let go of the brake, and then shift up the penultimate gear. As soon as that happens, you'll be able to jump up to top speed. The reason I'm shifting back up and forth is just to reduce the amount of speed bleed going uphill. And should you need to drift, that be the only corner you should, at least in this class. With this car. At least. 22,695 isn't too shabby. Oh, I think the delay of the timer is a little bit off, so please be wary. For this turn, I just like to turn and just dab on the gas a little bit. Let loose a little bit of speed. You could also drift this thing, but I also find up. Well, at least I have the lead here. Nope, I don't. What I was about to say is, you could also drift, but for myself personally, I tend to lose focus on where I am in the corner. Oh, that went wrong. See, that's what happens when a bad drift is always considered. The good thing is, for both me and the Esperanza up ahead, it looks like he's also suffering from the poor torque of a Class 1. I barely smashed that record. Thank you, Ihukami. At least that's who I believe the model is for this one. For that first turn, that first hard turn, I would say let off the gas at least once, if not twice, to burn enough speed to get past the corner. Let's see here if I can nail it, especially with that car in the way. Nice, nailed it. Well, I say nailed it now. Wait till later class. And if you have to drift, make sure you gear down and prep. The best way to go about it is to know what speeds your torque curve is kind. But then again, that's said normally for most car racing games. And that's a finish. Okay. Not exactly how I planned it, but that'll work. Okay, getting ready to move on. Now, on to Overpass City, which you would need a tremendous amount. Oh, there goes the resolution switch. Next up would be Overpass City, which you need a very high torque car to handle that uphill. But since we're just limited to our Grenade Esperanza, we'll just stick with it. And let's get it on. We'll go to Mouth of my beat. See if I can nail it this time.
3, 2, 1, go! The race is on. Show 'em what you got.
I nailed it earlier when I was in practice. Okay. That's really not good. Come on, AI card, be kinder. Also, fair warning, the AI can be a jerk and just take up all the space in the middle of the road, like any terrible driver would. And also runs wide the risk of shifting back up and down so rapidly. You could downshift once extra Now for this upcoming turn, I'd like to drift and then just quickly recover so I can easily have an ample time to respond and adjust my steering angle. That wasn't ideal, but it's close enough. Focus. This. Ideally, you could go about and drift it, but somehow I just have bad luck with that particular turn. And losing a lot of runs in practice, and then situations like this happen where cars come way too close for comfort. .203, that's fair. Ideally, you want to go to 150, or in that vicinity of the 150s. And then, of course, for this downhill turn, if you're having trouble, start wide and go in. If you're in, this works best for both the grenade and the Aj solo cars. Both of those will do that very well. But since we're only in grenades, that works. Okay, probably went a hair too early, but oh, focus. Come on, Kaiju, come on, focus. It's just a Hakosuka up ahead. Yeah, literally, it is quite a Hakosuka. That might work. That might work. That works. Quite well. Should be about 155, maybe 4. Okay, onwards. And I'm sucked in tryhard mode because, again, sometimes the walls can be also not be so friendly as well. The hitboxes are actually quite big for their size. I see why they shift back and forth. I guess it's only on that particular uphill where it works best. And then drift, counter. That's how I think it was meant to be done. Right. Come to think of it, that might have been what the turn in Wonder Hill in Type 4 was inspired by. Probably.
Okay, it's the last trip. Keep it up.
Much better, much better, much better.
You did it. Great job.
Okay, onwards to the Lakeside Gate, which by far I think was probably one of the most calming courses of the three. Racers, start your engines and let's get it on. Oh, we'll go with Mech Monster.
3, 2, 1, go! The race is on.
What I meant to do is do Silver Stream. Maybe even Hurricane Hub, but it's just BGM after all, so I'm not too concerned. As far as gimmicks go for this course, there's only a couple. And they don't start till right about here. And it gets even better with the upper difficulty class. Right here, if you hit something, just shift down immediately. Because the uphill slope on this particular corner isn't too kind. Same thing for this one. You have a sharp uphill right. You may have to let off the gas a little bit for it, but depending on who plays, it really is a matter of reaction, I would say, especially in the higher classes. It's even worse for this turn. This is probably by far the worst turn. And see, look at the AI. He's wrecking me. If that wasn't slowing down, I don't know what is. And again, good thing this is class 1, but if this was like class 3, that's an ender. Not what anybody would have wanted to see. At least I'm slow enough entering the bend here. And then I'll go ahead and go uphill in third gear where all the torque is. Onward to the second lap. And this sucks really hard. And then to have that happen. There's a term I've coined for this that I've also used in my Maximum Tune Ventures. Which again, for those, for Kowa Econ, which is what I'm doing this run to go for. This is the entry run. I dub it Car NG. Some of my friends hate me for that term, some of them love it. Well, I'll let you be on the fence for that one. And the rest of it's just my big dumminess. Oh, that attempt at a drift wasn't too shabby, but my hitting the walls isn't helping. Then again, when I'm using this through actual hardware, not an emulation. Happily, that's how most should be going. Since I'm splitting it through an Elgato, it does darken the scale a little bit. For you guys, dramatically. For me, I can just adjust it. But for those who are wondering, oh, Elgato, but how are you getting all the other stuff? I'm using OBS. Probably, there's that or XSplit. Of course, me being the poor boy, me being... I do the Queen song, but we already have enough copyright stuff as it is. Actually, I don't even think this is copyrighted now that I think about it. Since the copyright from Victor Entertainment expired a while ago. But anyway, we're going into the final lap. Should be easy now. Well, that actually helps. I'll have to remember that for future. Shift down before drifting in that instance.
Okay, it's the last drift. Keep it up.
Especially since it's after an uphill. And with that, the class is done. Now we're on to the second.
You did it. Great job.
And that's the first class in...
That trophy's yours.
On to Overpass. Or on to the next class. Okay, we'll go ahead and go through Mythical Coast. I think now is probably the best time to pick up, if I can. Nope, I gotta run one more race in this guy, which I'll have to tune it up anyway. So let's tune up the Esperanza. We'll immediately get all that money back in this race. Start your engines, and let's get it on. And I butchered that start really bad trying to do the rocket.
3 laps to go.
I tell you, I'll never be able to get that down all the way. With the tune-up, it gives us about 14 more horsepower, a bit more stats across the board, which means it's good at everything and it's also bad at everything. And of course, with this class introduces more of the cars that are here in this game. For this particular class, it's just the Aj Eriso, which we are going to pick up. Yeah, the Aj Eriso and the Lizard Bayonet. Actually, no, it's the Aceron. Speaking of which, I think that's it, right? No, up ahead. This is the opponent's Aj Eriso, which means in third is the Aceron. And of course, with every class up, the difficulty also gets a bump. Oh, that was the Aceron. Yeah, the Bayonet is next. Which the Bayonet would also make a return in Ridge Racer 6. And also, if theory pulls proper, Lizard would be annexed into what would be Danver. Aj would still remain as a whole. Grenade would still remain as a whole, as would Assoluto, which we'll see the Assoluto brand in Class 3. And see, that's what I meant when perhaps the drift would work better on that section. Yeah, I apologize for that cough there. Some random piece of Taco Bell entered my throat. My windpipe, I should say. Also, finish. Yeah, it entered my throat, and I'm not too keen about it. Okay, onwards to... the Overpass City. But before that, let's go ahead and pick up the... You know what? No, we're not. We're not. We're gonna save that money.
Get it on. 3, 2, 1, go! The race is on. Show 'em what you got.
I almost got it. I almost got it that time, but if you were to shift up into the top gear at that point in time during that burnout, you would jump up to top speed. But anyway. Actually, did I... Oh, I knew I'd run it again. Hold on. Okay. That's a bit of time lost. Okay. Well, that's a shame. That's about a minute lost there. Must be careful. Must be careful. Let's go. And let's get it on. We'll do Hurricane Hub for this one.
3, 2, 1, go! The race is on. Show 'em what you've got. 3 laps to go.
Well, we only half got it. We just ended up burning a lot of rubber, but we're at top speed coming down the stretch anyway. Of course, the leading car in this pack will be the Aceron because of its immense torque. It should be able to propel itself under the up the hill without a problem, unless we have ample. We have ample torque, but not enough. Well, the lighting was a nice effect. That actually helped, I think, a little bit. Okay, that slide ended up a little bit longer, which is not ideally what you would want, since you want to recover quick. We lost maybe about half a second, probably, but we'll see. Again, this is the maiden run, so I don't expect to set a record or anything, rather. If we're gonna purchase a car, it's gonna be the it's actually gonna be the Abel, actually. The Abel and the Fatalita in the next class.
2 laps to go.
And we'll just upgrade this. for Class 3. Class 4, we'll definitely run a different order. Ouch. We'll run the Lakeside Gate, the third course first, since grip card functions best, and we would hardly have any money to function onwards to the next particular class. That's usually the difficulty bump right there, to be honest. If you cannot function there, then you're going to have a very hard time later. Sure, give me a moment. I'd be glad to take over the person. Give me a moment. Thank you. You know, I think I've actually found the proper drifting point for this. Drift early, then recover late. Just follow what the AI would do. What would the computer do? That's a scary thought. And there's a lizard here. Lizard, lizard, lizard. Going back to that Taco Bell story. Yeah, that was a trip. I got a piece of lettuce stuck down my windpipe from a cheesy gordita crunch. And it's just purely of my own error and volition. Ouch. Just like that. Oh god, and there's the Aceron right there. Come on, no, focus. Okay, gotta get a good enough distance away, and then I should be good. Frick. Hit the in wall there, so he's definitely gonna have more torque on me. Why did he not zoom ahead? AI, or why are you being kind? Thank you. It's a kind gesture. Well, he's not in my rear view anymore. Thank God. And then the whole thing about the nacho fry, that whole nacho fry craze. Oh, I overdrifted. Back to the nacho fries. I'm kind of on the fence. I don't like them plain, but the cheese, the quote-unquote cheese, saves it. And then the Bill Grande, which I got, like, you know what, heck with it. It's just a bit too much, I would say. The best thing it could have done was probably just to not do it tremendously. Oh yeah, onwards to the next run. On to Lakeside Gate. We're at the 30-minute mark and we're only 2/3 of the way in. Well, at least at the end of this run. Well, it'll be 29 minutes in, but yeah. Anyway, onwards.
And let's get it on.
We have done the original. The first song we have not done.
3,
2, 1, go.
The race is on. Show 'em what you've got.
Well, that sucked. Okay, we're on it. Thank you. I honestly didn't think I would make that turn, to be honest. And as soon as the Assoluto brand is introduced, a fourth course opens. But you might be saying to yourself, how can you call these courses? They're just minor extensions of each other. Well, that's the fun of it. And I'm asking myself right now, how did I make that turn? I would have been at least a couple feet off and then letting the gas off a little bit. And it's also a reason why I don't like to drift that turn. Really, that's the big reason I don't, because I can't correct too well off of that. And I should be seeing the Aceron right now. But there it goes. Drifting it just because. I don't know why I did. That's definitely some seconds lost. Oh, I see Tony Tensai is in the building. Hi there. And for those of you watching out there who do not know who Tony Tensai is, he is my right-hand man of the team and also League of Legends expert. Ouch. Ouch again. Not fun. There goes. Much better. Sure, gladly. I'd love to teach a Hakosuka legend. Well, I'd love to teach it a legend, but more than likely I would like to teach it a lesson. Oh, I did that badly. Ugh. Well, at least the Eriso is at least the Eriso was quite slow back there. That was close. I did not take it optimally. Really, I did not. I'm barely out of the torque curve. I should be back up to spec. Much better. Whew, it's getting tense. I'm taking them wider now. Oh god. Too much correction. Also, I think this is one of the earlier games where Advan and Yokohama advertised themselves, and probably likely the only game that they would advertise for themselves as well. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can move chat window into better position. Probably not. But anyway. Anyway, let's continue onwards.
yours.
Okay, onward to Class 3. And of course, signal resolution change because of FMV. Let's see, as far as tuning up. Yeah, we'll go ahead and tune it up, I think. Or is it better to purchase? Probably not. They're already advertising the Class 4s in the house. This would be what we were aiming for. We'll go ahead and just tune up the Esperanza. And then continue onwards to Mythical Coast.
Get it on.
And it's at night. Oh boy, guys.
3, 2, 1, go. The race is on. Show 'em what
And also with this, the level 3 should give us a 5th gear to work with, which makes it nice. The gearing is not even close to RX-7-ish, though, so don't get any ideas. And Krudsky. There goes the next car in the block, which is the there's the Assoluto Fatalita, which on the straights it's a speed demon. Everywhere else it's just bad, unless you know how to control the thing very, very, very well. That works. Okay, that'll work. I'll take it. Yeah, right. I'm not a smooth operator at all. I'm not meant to be like a person from that Sade song. No way. And for those of you at home, if you did decide to upgrade the Grenade like I did, know your gearing, it helps a lot. Oh, there's the bayonet, which looks much more like a glorified C2. And there's the upgraded rival grenade. Okay, on to the drift. Too much drift.
Okay, it's the last trip. Keep it up.
Okay, not bad. I don't think that was a record break, but still.
You did it. Great job.
4130. Okay, onwards. On to Overpass. We'll go ahead and do this. This just turned into an all grenade run, I think. Until, well, at least until the extreme oval.
3, 2, 1, go! The race is on. Show 'em what you've got.
Okay, I think I got it that time. Because I'm already up into 5th gear. And due to the rival Fatalita, I am this far back. And then I tried it. The Fatalita isn't even good on this portion of the road. Whew. That was close. That was close. I would have held the run back quite a bit. Okay, that's 6th place. Okay, onwards to 2nd lap. Yeah, that corner was terrible. I'll admit that fully. I drifted way too late. Oh, there's the Avail. Good.
You shattered that record. 2 laps to go.
Got it. Okay. That was an ample recovery.
Soccer all right.
Alright. The rapid shifting worked. Oh god, he's right behind me. Oh, shoot. Oh, that was scary. Okay. Okay, onwards. Money says it'll be like 141, possibly?
All right.
Uh-huh.
You
141.
shattered that record. Okay, final
Onwards to the final lap.
Ooh.
Let's see if we can break that down further. Alright. Cool. Oh god, too much. once again, it's a good reminder to remember when you upgrade. It's good to know when your gears shift, because all of a sudden the next car is going to be right behind you if you do a terrible drift or corner. Okay, I got this one. It's gonna be what, close to a 140, maybe 142. Ooh, I am looking good today. I am guessing good today. I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling wonderful. Anyhow, let's move on to the next race. Should be Lakeside Gate. Once again, this run is for entry to, well, I wouldn't say for entry. This would be my entry onto the speedrunning section inside Kaiju 2018. This event's going from the 2nd to the 4th in March on the island of Oahu in Honolulu, Hawaii. And it's, I believe it is indeed the Hawaii's biggest anime convention, and plenty of stars were just announced today. Can I say this is not good? Sure. As long as he doesn't overtake the line, which he didn't. But, oh, I oversteered into a wall. Okay, I'll take that turn. I'll take that turn happily. Come on, you botched that move. Yeah, that lap was just plain horrible. I'll admit that happily. Not happily, wholeheartedly. Happily, if I had made a mistake like that, it'd be like that one dude in the commercial who liked spilling hot coffee all over himself, or running into a glass window, or sitting on gum. I believe that was a Progressive commercial, I think? Or was it a Geico? I forget, I gotta look at it. But anyway, you get the picture as to what I'm referencing. Well, actually, one could have gone better, but still. It's going to be 138. Sorry, 141. Okay, not too bad. I guessed high. I would imagine. Sure. Okay, onwards. Shouldn't have said anything, lady. He could be coming around. Well, it could be a she. Not the person announcing. We know it's a she. I met the driver. But yeah. That's how I should have done it a couple laps ago. This is gonna be a close, probably 137. Oh, I am underestimating myself. That is not good. It's not a good thing to do morally. Please don't. Okay, onwards. Onwards to the oval, which is exactly as what it is. It's an oval. And for this is when we are going to purchase. Onwards to the Assoluto Fatalita. And we'll go ahead and customize this as well. Transmission, of course, is going to be manual. We're going to have a grip setup for this, as we always have, as we've had with our previous. Pink color is going to be, of course, team colors, red and a deep blue. I think I have a purple on the Esperanza, but yeah, I believe I have, yeah, I have a deep purple on the other one. This one's got a blue, but anyway, let's get to it.
And let's get it on. Three, two, one, go! The race is on. Show 'em what you've got.
And of course with this, it is an oval, just a straight up oval here. If you were just going to run a normal race, you'd run the whole thing in 5th. But since it's in the oval, it exceeds far well enough in 6th. For a decent run on the oval, you'd need to run at least 33s in this class. Even lesser, but I think I'm gonna have to kick out the jams and go fast. 155. Also, the steering on this is also ridiculously sensitive on the banks, but crap everywhere else. There's one part of the course that's just not good for any steering whatsoever, and I'll point it out as I pass it. Okay, and then it's at the latter part of the course, and it's right about here. Because that one particular portion of the course has an impossible bank to complete. Of course, the lead car here is going to be an Assoluto Fatalita. Which even I don't know where it is now. It's probably way up there. Oh! That pass could have not gone any better. Oh, there it is. Oh, here I said 33s. I'm running 30s. Of course, Volcano Vehicle will be the BGM of choice every time we go onto the oval. And the car screwed me over. Oh boy. Thanks a lot, AI car. Nope. We're gonna go ahead and take another run at it. That's gonna be about a couple minutes lost. Try it again. But with that try again, it gives me another chance to try the rocket start again. Which I botched again. Here's hoping I get it down by Class 6. Because Class 6, I have to get it down to a T to win. There's no sense of not hiding spoilers here. This game's been out for well almost 20 years. Well, actually, it is 20 years since this game came out. In Class 6, you get a monster of a machine. If I remember, it's the Assoluto Squadron. The Squadron or the Dragon. The fastest machine as well as the most expensive machine in the game. That machine's sole purpose is to win this particular race. There's second place. Tense. We're at the hour mark already. There's another car. It's another wimpy car. And then there's another one. Got him. Okay. Whew. That's the hard part done.
You did it. Great job.
And it took me an hour to get halfway. Now, when I was practicing this is when things got hard. Oh, incoming resolution change. Oh, I guess not. I guess it's being kind. With this one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to tune this thing up. Oh, I can. Cool. I can. Good. Good thing I stuck with the grenade. It gives us a small wang. And yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to this next race.
And let's get it on.
We'll go ahead and go to Malfa Mudbeat. We'll go to Mythical Coast, actually.
2, 1, go! The race is on. Show 'em what you've got. 3 laps to go.
Of course, we'll have to redo the splits, but shoot.
Take 'em now! Nice work.
And of course, that earlier car I just passed was the Assoluto Ghepardo.
Excellent cornering.
And of course, and then the car after that, that red small Cruella de Vil looking machine, is the Aj Pegase, the Pegasus.
2 laps to go.
Oh, there's that truck. I didn't even see it there because it blended so well in. I'm glad I'm keeping up with the truck right now. When I was running in a class 3, I was underclassed when running this thing. When not running this race, I was having trouble keeping up with the truck. The Lizard Hijack, which would next be known as the Danver Hijack. We'll just call it the Dale Truck in honor of Cletus McFarland.
You shattered that record. Okay, final lap.
Taste of America.
Take this chopper spot.
Huh, should have just stuck with the grenade all the way, and I'll be perfectly fine in terms of money. You hear that, guys? That's the strategy.
Excellent cornering.
That's probably the best way to take that turn if you were drifting it.
You blew 'em away. Finish!
Okay, onwards to Overpass.
You did it. Great job.
Onwards to Overpass. Now that I think about it, before I think about it, do I want to upgrade this? I have the money for it, or I could just go ahead and purchase the new one. The Istante. No, the Ghepardo. Sorry, the Ghepardo is the new one. The Istante. We'll go ahead and purchase the Istante. probably.
Get it on.
Go to Lightning Luge for this one.
3, 2, 1, go! The race is on. Show 'em what you've got. 3 laps to go.
Come to think of it, if you look at this reality, it's like we're taking a simple coupe and turning it into a heck of a monster.
Take 'em now! Nice work.
That worked perfectly. That didn't. I guess this is when it gets harder. This is when it gets harder, ladies and gents. Class 4. Oh, here comes the Istante. And if I'm having trouble keeping up with the number 12 car there, if I'm having trouble, this is going to pose problematic. And then that happens. The jump. The dreaded jump. Oh, hopefully this guy doesn't block me. Okay, he doesn't. But the fact that I'm having trouble keeping up is a problem. Then I'm probably gonna have a godly final lap to catch up to everybody.
Okay, final lap. Keep it cool. Take 'em now.
Yep, and then the Pegasus.
They're on to you.
Looks like I'm gonna have to rerun this event. Yep, rerunning. That's some more time. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be what, 4 retries? It's not good. It is not good. Not good at all.
2, 1, go! The race is on. Show 'em what you've got. 3 laps to go. Take this template spot.
Then the AI car gets back in the way. I'm gonna have to catch up hard again. Yep, cue the difficulty spike.
Take this template spot. You shattered that record. Okay, final lap. Take it cool.
Oh, I lost it again.
What's your next chance?
That's really not good. Oh my. The AI is just not being kind to me. And I figured I'd be right when this stage would be the hardest.
1, go! The race is on. Show 'em what you've got. 3 laps to go. Take 'em now!
Okay, good, I'm ahead. Oh my. My. And with that, we lose another 2 minutes. Really, I am not happy about this one, not one iota. .108 is gear 4. I am now in tryhard mode, guys. Okay. Much better. 6th place.